I think we're live. Here, excuse me. Okay. I think we're live. While the table comes
Are we
up.
live?
Yeah, we're well, I'll just be honest with you.
That made me dizzy.
I'm a mess today.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna where's the we're in
There you go.
I'm just gonna get the intro.
Hi. So Jamie went to go get a warmer on his coffee. And I'm Sarah. And my other half is Jamie J. And he'll be back in just a moment. And there's all this technical stuff up here that I don't know what to do with. Anyway, he's a tech man. So welcome to A Week in Review. And today we are talking about, I don't know what we're talking about this week because I'm never prepared. I don't see it. Oh, we're picking up the crumbs. There we are.
Up the crumbs.
That's what
You
we're
found
talking
it.
about today.
Good job.
Look at me being all techie and stuff, and now I don't know how to get us back. There we are. And there we are.
So you're seeing my morning routines. I'm vitamins, coffee, water, coffee. I won't finish taking my vitamins until.
This guy got up and has done laundry the past 2 mornings, I believe. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, so we have a comment coming in. Aaron Schmookler.
Hey,
Oh,
Aaron,
he eats
how
the
are
crumbs. Okay, yeah, so picking up the crumbs. What do you think that means?
No clue. What was
tell
running through your head when you came up with this one?
Because, okay, when I thought about picking up the crumbs, I thought about that little story where they went into the forest and they dropped the crumbs so that they could find their way back. And
Hansel and Gretel?
Yeah, and then I don't remember what it was, but the basis of the story was that something came along and ate them or picked them up and they couldn't find what they're doing. So that's the reason why we create systems and processes so we don't have to worry about any of the crumbs, so that we always know where we're going. And the powerful thing about systems and processes are if you get off course or you deviate from the path, and you may not know you're off course until you're like, wow, this is dead end, or there's a big cliff, I need to turn around. You can always go back to where you started, because the documentation that you prepare through systems and processes and workflows always brings you back. It's like an if-then statement. If this happens, do this. If this happens, do that. And that's why we always come up with what we say are the what-ifs. So that's what I was thinking of when I said picking up the crumbs.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I think, yeah. I think systems and processes are crumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are. So I don't know. It's a roundabout way. So what do we do now? We got to do.
We talk about what happened this week, right?
Yeah. Oh, we got to go into the right one. And we never do this, so we have to share our website, Bottleneck.Online. If you want to learn more, go to Bottleneck.Online. You can visit us on Facebook and on LinkedIn, and that's the link right there to go to YouTube. We call it Bottleneck Television.
And go there and look at Dave Jones's. He's from yesterday. Amazing wealth and font of information, and you'll learn some really interesting things about the guy. Plus, some things amazing about this airport here in Branson, Missouri. So that was a good show.
It was a lot of fun, and yeah, it was good. It was we found out, and our buddy Dave here, it was the largest, and still is, I think, the largest privately owned, privately ran commercial,
Is the only privately ran,
privately funded commercial.
airport, only commercial airport.
You want to know how we have live captions? That's amazing. Oh, so that's something that you can do within StreamYard. So you can build these out. They're called banners in StreamYard, and you just kind of type them out there. So you can add as many or,
like I said,
change them on the fly.
He's the tech guy.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is what we do here, as this is a special edition of Live with Bottleneck. It's called A Week in Review with
me,
Sarah, and Jamie. And basically what we do is we talk about what happened this week, what's coming up next week, and then we do a couple shout outs. So let's get started about talking about what happened this week. So what happened this week?
What happened this week? We had a few challenges, internal challenges, and we overcame those. In progress, I'd say. Yeah. We talked a little bit about some of our challenges. We had last week we had kind of the same challenge, but it was coming from a different direction this week.
Yeah.
And it was very surprising to me. Anyway, I haven't dove into it as much as you did. You were more on the communication along those lines. I was just like on the peripheral hearing about it. So why don't you tell me what happened? I slept wrong, by the way, so ow.
Well, she also fell over the wrong way too. Note to self, anybody that wants to park a motorcycle, make sure you put the kickstand down. It's a very important, pretty easy to do, but extremely important aspect of actually parking the bike to avoid damage to the bike and damage to your body.
Well, I ordered, this is the second blinker turn signal I have ordered for this motorcycle. Oops.
Yeah, that's funny. No, so I think we're going good. The dialogue is there. That's fine. Growth. I think we're experiencing growing pains, but that's okay. I think we're good. This week was pretty exciting. I had a massive headache on Wednesday, so I kind of laid around on Wednesday. But other than that, I've been able. Dr. Marino and I are working on the pitch deck, so that should be done right according to our plan the first week of November, and that's a new venture we're working on there. And the systems and processes have been coming along. Almost all the videos are done now for DDATC, our training certification courses for our distant assistants. All the videos are done, so that's pretty dang exciting. With the exception of, with the exception of the integrated services. So nearly complete, which is super exciting. We're starting to see that area come to life with all the courses that are being built and all the lessons within the courses, and all the documentation has been prepared and all the workflow is nearly done as well. And then all the videos on the new client portal that we're building to help clients learn how to effectively hire and stuff like that. That's pretty close to being done too. And we're excited to roll that out. I told you last week that I would make the announcement this week, November 15th, Monday, November 15th. So we're saying it. We're doing it. We're moving forward. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
And
kickstand
on a hard surface.
Yeah, it was a hard surface. It was really hard.
He put the kickstand down on soft dirt once. That didn't work for some reason.
I wish it had been on a soft surface.
Yeah, she took a doozy.
I did.
It was a good one. So November 15th. That's and we, because of what we did this week, I'm even more confident to share that. So yeah, kind of excited.
And also we kind of posed to the team about kind of some new training options that we might offer
Yeah.
in the future.
Yep. So so that's some other things. So we did talk about that, and that's a really good thing to bring up, because you can even talk about that if you want to, because one of the things that I did is I had an idea, and I didn't tell the team this is what we're doing. I came up with my idea and presented what I thought about, and I asked for feedback, and I said, "What do you guys think?" And and then people brought up some pretty cool, hey, what if this happens, or what about this? And it was stuff that I hadn't really thought about. So, piece of advice: if you ever have a team or anything like that, and you want to launch something, and it will involve other team members, and maybe a little bit of an addition to your systems and processes, your workflows, kind of put it out there a little bit, like a hood ornament, like get it out a little bit so that people can say, and let them know, hey, I have an idea. What do you think? I'd love to get some feedback. Instead of saying, this is what we're doing, and I want to get it done in 2 weeks. And I think you'll find that when you present something like that, the reactions are a lot more constructive, and I think people are a lot happier that you kind of involve them in that decision.
Mhm.
So, what was the idea that we're thinking about doing for the training?
Rolling out. So 2 weeks. So you're ready to go with a DA. However, you don't have the time to put into training this DA. So we will take that DA for the first 2 weeks and train them on the software that you are currently using. Or if you want them to pick a software for you, train them on that.
Well, we won't train them.
Right.
We were thinking that they could go and do all the research,
Right.
and go through the university or whatever that
But
software has.
we set it up for them.
Yeah.
We're like, this is what you need to train on. This is where you go find, and where you will find the training links to train on it. So I'm not training them. We're just managing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
But that we thought that was kind of neat, because we've and completely optional. We would offer this as an option. So so you would hire an assistant, and instead of them showing up to work on Monday to start day one, they would actually show up for training, and that would be managed, and give you daily updates and things like that as with regards to the progress. But they would check in, let you know they're there in training. They would check in with our HR director, Rachel, and she would kind of make sure that they're staying on track and giving those. And then 2 weeks later, 1 week later, however long that training is going to happen, day one in our 90-day onboarding process will actually occur when they show up the first day to work for you. So we thought, that'd be a good option. Gets them really prepared, because a lot of people use similar software, but in very different ways. So this gives them an option to kind of get up to speed, get going with the software that you use specifically, or the ways you go about operating your business specifically. And I think it's a really good idea.
And as we're talking about this, I'm thinking, and if somebody doesn't, they're like, I just need help. I don't know. I can't even get through my emails, and I'm just, clients, I'm losing them. Okay, so maybe the first 2 weeks is, yes, you're working with the DA, but they're more working on, okay, this is what I see your needs are. I'm going to do this research. I'm going to come back to you. These are, I think this platform for CRM will work well, and I think I'm gonna organize your email for you, and so they're working with you, but they're doing a lot of work, a lot of research, a lot of learning during that first 2 weeks. You're still working with them, but you're not working with them. They're not, what do I say, completing tasks for you. They're not
working right now. They're not
researching
working on the
learning.
business. They're working in the business, helping to set up the systems, helping to set up the processes, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Getting it going.
Yeah. So that, like what you tasked Raina with when you first hired, well, a couple of things you've tasked her with. You're like, this is what I want. I need a bank that is gonna, a real person's gonna answer the phone. It's close to me. It's a small bank. It's business minded. And she just went out and did all the research for you and came back. These are who you should contact anyway. So I thought that's a very simplistic way of putting what they can do, but they can help you set up the framework for your systems and processes.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, this is a lot about what we did this week. We came up with the ideas, and here, you can push
Nope.
the little thing on that.
Go ahead.
Just push it because I can't reach over. All right. What's coming up next week?
Next week is payday. So I have payroll, which is fine. Get it all organized and ready to go. And I've got an exciting news. Veeam. I thought I was going to use maybe a Zapier connection to integrate with Veeam, which is how I pay all the contractors. And I also use Veeam to do transfers internationally between Canada, because it's so much easier than trying to, a lot of clients don't want to use credit cards. They want to do bank transfers, which is really hard to do that internationally between Canada. So Veeam has been really nice, but Veeam is getting ready to roll out scheduling, so I can go in and schedule payments in advance. Now I can do that now, but I still have to do each
Whatever
one
happened with Brex?
individually. Brex has been so Brex. I haven't even done anything with that with regard to our bills. I've done. I was able to do a
wire.
No. Well, they said it went through as a wire. They said the funds left our account and they went to Raina's account, but they didn't. Raina got this thing that said you need to set up an account, and it was to set up an account as a business. Well, she's not a business. She's just a recipient of funds. Anyway, Brex, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about this, to be able to set up in advance payroll, much like you would do in QuickBooks. Payroll automatically, this person, you get them all set up, and you can do automated payroll. It just automatically runs for you. Right now, I'm having to enter each person's email individually into Veeam, enter the amount in, enter a little note of what the pay period is, and then send it. I'm going to be able to go in and do this once and schedule it. They're getting paid on this day every month, this amount. And then only if there's something like they take a leave of absence, they're not getting paid for, the client wants to give them a bonus, then I can go in and adjust the amount then. But it will be a game changer for me.
Well, that's awesome. So that's something coming up.
Yeah. It's all about me. Me.
It's all about me. It's all about it's all about, who's that?
I don't know.
David Chrysler. Hey, Jamie J and Sarah. Hey,
Hi.
David.
Hi, David.
David Chrysler is a system genius.
Yeah.
He is a system genius. We had a wonderful conversation. I was introduced to me by David Schreiner Kahn, and David Chrysler works with manufacturing companies. David helped me out, but he helps them with their systems and processes. He's really good at doing that. So we had a freaking great conversation.
Oh, I bet you did. Like-minded individuals.
Yeah, it was a good time. So coming up next week, we also have
Halloween.
We do have Halloween coming up next weekend.
Sunday.
It is getting a little bit cooler here in Springfield, Missouri. So I'm still want to wear shorts today. Got to mow the lawn maybe this weekend.
Yep.
But next week, yeah, some cool stuff happening. Videos. We're going to be doing some videos. And I think internally we should finish with all of our videos and all of the courses and lessons and documentation for both the DDATC and the client onboarding portal. And here's the good news. Our affiliate program is officially live. officially live. So we're really excited. And Dave, it's manufacturing, construction, and cannabis. That's right.
Okay.
Construction and cannabis. Thank you.
I was absolutely going, it must be cannabis. Because I always think about manufacturing and cannabis in the same sentence. How did you come up with that, David? That is.
Well, yeah, good for you. And seriously, if you have a manufacturing company, construction company, or a cannabis company, and you're trying to figure out ways to increase profitability, there's a good chance your systems and processes are not in good working order. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's most likely the truth. You need to reach out to David Chrysler. So, and that's Chrysler with an H, by the way.
Where do we find you, David?
Yeah. Share the link there. I think it's thechrysler.club or something like that. I don't remember. I'll find it here and share it with you guys if I can. Let me see if I can find it now. I think it's Chrysler.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I think it's the Chrysler Club. There it is. This is it. I think that's it. Yes, it is. So let me pop this up there for him, and you'll be able to. Let me see. Oh, I guess I could do this.
There you go.
This is David's site. There we go. Look at this. You'd be surprised, Sarah, but there are many parallels with the challenges within each of those three industries.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So we posted that. So go check it out, thechrysler.club, and David can help you out. But so the good news is we have officially launched our new partner program. Finally. So it is there, and you can go, and I'm going to actually create a banner for that one and share it with everybody, because I actually think it's let me see, partner program. And here is the link. I should have had this prepared before, but I just thought of it. And it's actually a partnership program. There we go. This is the link to go check it out. Add banner. Boom. That you can go to Bottleneck.Online/partnership program. It's excited because that was a lot of work, and to have that finally live, up and running, I'm really happy. So I'll share it here in the comments too for our new partner program. That way you guys can just click on it. And you know what's cool is we should be adding our links here as well, because that's where people can go and click on them on the comments. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so there you go. That's that. And then we have the portal, the Sportal.
Oh, the Sportal is live.
The Sportal is live. Tell them about the Sportal.
The Sportal. Oh, how exciting is this? So instead of me sending you, actually Jovelyn or Raquel, sending you a ACH or credit card, debit card authorization via GetAccept, which is like DocuSign, that you have to electronically sign and send back to me with all the information. Now you just click a button in our portal. You enter your credit card information. I never see it. We have no idea about any of your banking or financial information, which makes me very happy, because I it just, I'm uncomfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it. I know what I'm doing. I'm legal and everything, but it's still this way. It works much like, I want to compare it to Netflix. You enter in your credit card information. You have a subscription. It's monthly recurring. If you want to edit your subscription, you just go into the Sportal. You edit your subscription. Boom, done.
It's pretty cool. So, yeah, talk about speeding it up, taking less time for both parties.
Oh yeah,
it's just like a win-win.
It's a headache.
Security. It's good for security. And FYI, I've put the last webhook in Stripe, so we are officially up and running on the Sportal.
Woo! I don't even know what a webhook is, but it sounds important, and we needed it.
Stripe is active. Wonder Twin powers. So yeah, and then the last one is the ISP portal.
Ooh. Ooh, tell us.
So we have a program called Integrated Services Program that we've really that is launching Monday, November 15th. But we're doing all the testing on that as well. So we've really upped our game with regard to the integrated services that we offer. So if you hire an assistant from us, we train them on project management. And what's really neat is the golden goose for us is when someone wants an assistant to be able to do, their email inbox and their calendar and maybe some light bookkeeping, but then they also need to update the website and do some graphic design work for social media and video editing and audio. It starts really getting up there, and we haven't really found anybody that can do all of that at a super high level in order to maintain the integrity of your brand, your business, your category. I would be remiss if I said that we didn't want to help you and maintain the highest integrity possible. So what we've done is we've trained all the DAs to use what we call as the Integrated Services Program to delegate tasks like audio and video editing and graphic design and web development. And that way you can still delegate a task to your assistant, even though they're not a graphic designer, web developer, or audio or video editor.
Mm-hmm.
And that will go to my internal team. And then we have another project manager that manages that internally. And then your DA becomes a quality control person to make sure that that project is done correctly
Mm-hmm.
for you, our client. And then we submit it back to you. So it's a really cool way of not having, you have one point of contact. You don't got to go to,
Mm-hmm.
other people and try to figure all this stuff out. And that's all included in the subscription. So,
And it's growing. I see it. I get my Basecamp notifications and I'm like, what is this? Because I'm not involved in it.
yeah.
And we don't want to be involved in it, but I get notifications because they're in a group I'm a part of. And I'm like, oh, look at this. It's pretty, it's really amazing. And, your DA is not an expert in all things. There's no golden goose, but she has a team she can rely upon to get that done for you.
And now with the Isp Portal, all those projects are now being automated through, or organized. I shouldn't say organized, automated. It's just organized through a specific portal, and each project has a little bit different way of submitting to get the whole thing done, and it just streamlines everything and makes it a lot easier.
It's amazing.
So,
it's amazing.
pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
So that's what's coming up next week, and the week after, actually. So how about some shout outs?
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so every week we do our little shout outs, and usually it's one person or a couple of people, and usually I ask her to go first, but she asked me to go first today. So you know what? I want to give a special shout out, and I'm going to show this screen because usually this comes at the end, but I'm going to give a special shout out to my friend Jonesy.
That was my shout out.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll let you do
go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, well, my special shout out is my good friend Jonesy. He's the secretary to the board of directors of the Branson Airport. We talked about overcoming challenges. If you missed that episode, I would highly encourage you to check it out. And you can check it out. I'll show you how to check it out. You can go to Bottleneck.Online/TV and watch it on YouTube, or you'll see the links here on Facebook or LinkedIn Live. We had such a fun conversation. Just a couple things. He's had an incredible life. He was on a national Pee Wee championship team. I mean, that's a big deal. Our state, he won the state championships, and then they got runner up to national champions. And then he went to Harvard University, played hockey with Harvard. They won the Beanpot. They won he was an all Ivy League player at Harvard. They went to the Frozen Four, which, if anybody knows March Madness and the Final Four in basketball, this is the equivalent to that. It's the best players in the world.
Thinking about this.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And then he went on to get his MBA at Dartmouth. I mean, holy crap. And then he went on to work for Salomon Brothers and Greenwich Capital and GE Capital and all these amazing companies. And now he's here in Springfield. And it was just so really, really, really cool to have a nice conversation with him and chat about, for him to share his story like that. He says he won the lottery because his life partner Tracy, who is a good friend of ours as well, they're just super happy together, and it was just really neat. And the experience of having him actually here in the Bottleneck studio, former bedroom converted to office, Bottleneck studio, it was just so fun. It was kind of neat.
Yeah, I wish we could post the picture of him sitting in your office. Yeah.
And Aaron, Bottleneck is absolutely terrific company. Oh my gosh, Aaron's
Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron's amazing. Aaron, what can we do for you? What can we give you a shout out? What's the website address? What do you want us to do? Because he is a culture engineer. He'll help you out getting your culture correctly. So happy to shout out whatever you want us to shout out, Aaron. I really appreciate that. That was awfully nice of you.
And Aaron, were you finished talking about Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Aaron, listen to the episode, and when Dave starts talking about, we have driven to St. Louis with Tracy and Dave. We've driven to Wichita and back.
We play hockey with them
over a 5-hour drive. And I learned something new from him every time we sit down and talk to him. Mm-hmm. And I was listening to the show yesterday, and he started talking about the culture. He went from a big, what was it? Solomon Brothers. He went from Solomon Brothers. And he went from Solomon Brothers to First Boston.
Yeah. Lou Ranieri was his boss. And Lou Ranieri, so get this. This is how big Dave is. You ever seen that movie, The Big Short? Have you seen it?
Maybe.
It was sure. I forget the actors. If you haven't, that's a pretty good movie. He's sharing right here. Let me see.
It ain't easy being human.com.
Oh, it ain't easy being a human.com. That's a good one. And the Yes Works. Gosh, I knew it. But I didn't want to say it wrong. And he says, love that title, Aaron Schmookler, culture engineer. I'm telling you, David, you two got to meet if you guys haven't met yet. I think you two would hit it off real well. But the Yes Works, it ain't easy being a human.com. That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, go back to what you were saying.
So he went from a big Wall Street firm, Solomon Brothers, right?
Solomon Brothers.
And then he wanted to go someplace smaller. So he went to First Boston.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks about the culture there and how it was like a family and how he loved working there. I mean, if you worked hard and you were part of the family, you were rewarded well. And so I just love that part of Dave's story. I mean, I love his whole story, but that's really cool because, culture touches us all.
Yep. So he worked with this guy named Larry Fink. And Larry Fink now manages BlackRock. It's the largest fund in the world. But that's the type of, people that he's worked with. And for him, he just doesn't take credit for that stuff. Like he talks about how awesome someone else was and how great this person was and and that's why I love the guy. And he's freaking brilliant.
I know. And I'm like, but you went to Harvard. He's like, I was a jock, Yeah. I'm like, you went to Harvard.
Yeah.
My
cool.
daughter wanted to go to Harvard and got, what do you call it? Waitlisted or something. Anyway,
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. She's here.
University of Minnesota.
Yeah. Way to go. And she's thriving on the
what are they? Bulldog Gophers?
No. They're the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Gophers. Yeah. There we go.
The Bulldogs are UMD. University of Minnesota Duluth.
Oh. Okay, well, we won't go there. So that was my shout out. What's your shout out?
That was my shout out to Dave.
Oh, so we have the same shout out. We gave additional shout outs to Aaron Schmookler of It Ain't Easy Being a Human.com and the Yes Works, and David Chrysler of what did we say his website was? Oh, thechrysler.club.
Yep. So where are you guys at? Aaron, I can't believe I don't know where you're located.
Well, David is in Michigan, and Aaron is. Where is Aaron? He shared that with me before.
Yep.
I want to say he's on the. Is it Washington? I think it's Washington. It's on the West Coast, I believe.
Oh, he's on the West Coast? For
yeah.
some reason, I was thinking it was like Virginia or somewhere
Yeah.
over there. There you go. Don't know. Anyway,
There we are.
hopefully we can all meet in person at some point. Yep, Tacoma, Washington. There you go.
Boom, boom.
Where's Tacoma in relationship to Spokane?
I don't know.
Tacoma's more is wet and more on the coast, and Spokane is more in the deserty area.
Yeah. Well, I want to say thanks again for everybody tuning in. Hope you get a lot out of these conversations. Sarah and I this is who we are, and we like sharing a week in review with you guys every Friday.
Should show them your back of your shirt.
Oh, yeah, I got a new shirt.
Oh, don't stop. Here you go. T. And that's what he has done several times. And he took me and let me do it with him.
Yes, I sure did. Yep, and for any military people out there, woohoo! Let's go all the way. Anyways, thanks again for tuning in. And you want to do the wrap up today?
Okay, let's go. Okay, learn how you can break through the bottleneck in your business today by going to Bottleneck.Online /BTV. Subscribe so that we can have a special thing. Anyway, just subscribe.
What's the special thing? You gotta tell us.
The special thing is so that our web address or whatever, our link has Bottleneck.
Oh yeah, so we can get our own unique URL.
Thank you. You know that thing. He's the techie guy, not me. And guess what? Quit repeating yourself. It's a great book. You guys, it's a quick read and it's packed full of information, and we're getting so many great reviews from people reading it. You know, like people I'm like, I can't believe you're actually reading that. Like, you know, friends and family, they're like, yeah, we'll buy one, we'll support you. But they're actually like, wow, I had no idea. So it's really cool. So visit quitrepeatingyourself.com.
Yeah.
Check it out.
So we talked about picking up the crumbs today. Today is October 22nd, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. We come to you every Friday. And we had to go we started a little bit late as well. But yeah. And again, we just had a big shout out, but
do it again. Dave Jones, aka Jonesy, Secretary to the Board of Directors of Branson Airport, LLC, Thursday, October 21st, 2021. Check that out on BTV. It's a can't miss episode. It's entertaining and packed full of information. And coming up this week, Tuesday, October 26th at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, how to build and or expand an international business with Leslie Short, founder and CEO of the Cavu Group. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
I think you did. Good job. You killed that.
Did I use my radio voice?
Rock and rollin', Billy on the stacks of wax. Here at KLMC. Springfield. Well, thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure. And remember, create your own ripple. Do you have anything else to say?
No. Everybody enjoy this beautiful week.
Oh. Okay. Everybody enjoy this.
Beautiful week. And we'll see you next week.